It's chapter 11, lesson 5. Okay, tell time to the minute. Some of you are accustomed to using this clock right here. That's called a digital clock. It shows the time in numbers. The analog clock has an hour hand. Which, by the way, this is the hour hand, the red one. Okay, and a minute hand. The minute hand is the blue one. By the way, the minute hand is the one that basically touches the big numbers, right? The hour hand, does it go all the way to the end of the circle? No. No, it doesn't. And I know it's easier, like your phone. What kind of clock does that have? Digital, yes. Okay, my alarm clock on my phone at home, next to my bed, that has a digital. Okay, the one on the wall right here in our classroom, that has a analog. Okay, for example, the clock shows the time Erica got home from dance class. What time is it? So this hour right here, this clock shows the time. Okay, shows the time she got home. All right. It says the shorthand is the hour hand, which is the one in red. Okay. The hour hand is between 5 and 6. So if it's between 5 and 6, it's going to be 5. Okay. But it has not reached the 6 o'clock yet. So the hour hand is 7? 5. Okay, 5. 5. So in between here, in between 6 and 5, it's actually 5. In between 6 and 7 is 6. All right. So then count the minutes. You notice that from 12 to 1 is how many minutes? 5. So we're counting by 5s all the time, right? So it says the long hand is the minute hand. It tells you right there, count by 5s. So I went, this is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and then 2 more spaces, right? 45, 45, and then 2 more spaces, 46, 47. So there are, how many minutes past the hour? How many minutes? 47. Okay. So Erica finished the dance class at how much? What time was it? 5:47. Okay. What's the first number represent? The hour. Good. And then this is called a colon. Okay, which separates the hour in the minutes, and then obviously the next 2 numbers represent minutes. So the hour first, then the colon, and then the minutes.
Tell time. Write the time shown on the analog clock. First, find the hour. The shorter hand is the hour hand. It has passed the 5, so the hour is 5. Next, count the minutes. The longer hand is the minute hand. Start at 12. Count by 5s, then count by 1s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, then 46, 47. There are 47 minutes. When we read the time, we say the hour first, then the minutes. 5:47. When we write the time, we use a colon to separate the hour and the minutes. The digits before the colon show the hour, so write 5 before the colon. The digits after the colon show the minutes, so write 47 after the colon.
So here's example number 2. It says Jake's soccer practice ended. What time is it? Right? That says the digits before the colon show the hour, just like the video said, and the digits after the colon show the minutes. Okay? So it says read 12:15 or 15 minutes past 12. Rarely that you see people, well, you can do any of those. 12:15, or you tell the person how many minutes are past the hour. So obviously, if I had a clock, the 12 would be here, right? And this would be noon. Okay, and how many minutes were past the hour? 15. Okay, so my minute hand would be here, so where the 3 is, and my hour hand would be about right here, or maybe a little bit over, between the 12 and the 1. Okay, so how you would write it? You would write it like this. What comes first? 12. And then what comes next? Colon. And then? 15. Something like this. So 12. Colon. And 15. 12:15. Or 15 past 12. Says circle the correct time shown on each digital or analog clock. So the first one, huh? What's the time?
5:15.
5:15, right? Now the first one that you see here, the first one that you see there says 15 before 5. If it's 15 before 5, what's before 5? 4. So it would be 4:45. Okay, but obviously the correct one is 4:15. If we said it the other way, it would be 15 after 5 o'clock. All right, number 2. Where? 12:20. So if the hour hand is between the 12 and the 1, if it's between here, it's 12. It's 12. If it's between the 1 and the 2, it's 1. Okay, is it between the 1 and the 2?
No.
No, it's not. So it's 12, and then I count by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20. So 12:20. Number 3?
150.
150, because is it at the 2 or past the 2? It's still before the 2, look. Okay, so it's between, if the hour hand is between the 1 and the 2, what's the hour? 1. Okay, and I count by 5s. Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. So it's 150. It can't be 245, because if it's 45, the main hand should be pointing towards the 9. Number 4, the hour hand is between the 10 and the 11. So if it's between the 10 and the 11, it's going to be 10. Okay. And then is the minute hand right at the 6? No, it's not right at the 6. It's 2 spaces before that, right? Okay. So is it 10:30 or 10:28?
10:28.
10:28. If it was 10:30, the hour hands would be pointing directly at the 6. So it's 10:28. All right. Okay, look at number 5. Right. It says 3:44 or 44 minutes.
3:44.
Well, it tells me about the hour. I have a 3 in it. That's this. And here's 44. 3:44. 44 minutes would just be this. without an hour. That would be like on a timer. I'm going to give you 44 minutes. Here we go. Boom. All right. It says, write the time shown on each digital or analog clock in numbers and words. So the first one, it's right at the 5, or almost close to the 5. Okay. So it says read blank minutes after the hour, right? So what's the hour? 5. And how many minutes after that? Is it right at the 2? That would be 10. It's 2 spots before that. 8. So it's 8 minutes after 5. Now, how would I write the time?
8:05.
8:05? Where did I put the minutes at? On the left or on the right? On the right side. So it's just 8 minutes. How do I write 8? If I do this, that's 80. It doesn't say 80. How do I write 8? It's 0, 8. And my hour goes here. So when it says after whatever number goes here, this number goes first. The minutes go on the right side. It's 5:08. Now look at number 7. It's not really at the 12, it's one over, so between the 11 and the 12, it's actually 11. And it's all the way around, and the minute hand is pointing directly at the 11. So it's 11, how many minutes? 11:55. I have to write it in word form. And how do I write the time? What comes first?
Hour.
My hour. What's the hour? 11. What comes next?
55.
Yeah, you're right, it's 55, but what's in between the numbers? A colon. Then I write 55. Don't forget the colon in the middle. So here I have between the 2 and the 3, that's 2 right there. Okay, so you could say how many minutes? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, plus 2 more spaces? 42. So you could say 42 minutes after what? 42 minutes after what? 2. And how do I write it?
42.
2 colon, and then 42 for the minutes. Just like that. Let's do number 9 again. Okay. That's how many minutes?
57.
57. So I'm going to write 57. You could write 57 minutes after 6, or you could write 6:57. It's the same thing. So it's kind of shorter. It's probably easier to write just 66:57.